Buenos días, mis amores, my Beyond Boundaries followers out there. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Good morning, my people. How's everything out there? Because over here, everything is okay. How's you doing?
I'm okay.
Good. You don't look okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm upset at myself, but I'm okay.
Oh,
I lost something.
Oh, that's not nice.
No, I lost something. Even though I took precautions and everything, I still lost it. And I'm upset at myself. So, but you know what?
Why
do I sound
money?
different? No, wait, no. Well, in a way, it's money, but why do I sound different?
Because you don't have the microphone. That happens to old people. They forget things. As long as you don't forget to go to the bathroom, don't poopy here, sir.
What do you call it? No. As you know, we mentioned it many times. We're unscripted. We're unrehearsed. So you're going to see the mistakes. And at least you know that you're getting the real deal.
You're getting the real thing here.
Not fake, including when anything, whether it's an interview with this food review and stuff. Because I have put down places that I didn't like eating. So, anyway, let's go with this. What we got today. Oh, before we forget, if you guys can subscribe, follow, share. What's the other one? Comment. We deeply would appreciate it.
Yes, please. We have a lot of followers.
No, we have a lot of viewers.
Oh, we have a lot of viewers.
Over 1,000.
But we don't have subscribers. And this is what helps us grow. Yeah. Esto es lo que nos ayuda. Tenemos muchos seguidores. No.
Viewers.
Personas que nos ven. Yeah. Pero necesitamos que ustedes se suscriban. A lo mejor es que le den en el botoncito de suscribirse para que los números nuestros suban y así podemos estar juntos con los demás podcasters.
Yeah, and we got a lot of fun stuff coming. We really do. Coming up in the next couple of months.
Nosotros somos unos viejitos.
Stop saying that. I'm not old. At 60, I feel great. I'm not old.
Bueno, la edad de nosotros está considerada en la edad de los viejitos.
No, it's
pero
not.
Nuestras energías, nuestro corazón están de unos chiquitos.
I have no idea why she says that she's old, because when I met her, okay, she's 4 years older than me.
You know what? I am dying to be old.
No, when I met her, she looked way younger her age. She still doesn't look her age, because people see her in the street. I don't know how it looks for you guys out there, but people see her in the street and they go, "You're how old?" Because they don't believe it. So anyway.
Probably my age will be seen when I start losing weight.
Maybe not. It depends. Let's see. Anyway, so...
Anyway, guys, I'm 64, so I'm proud to be 64. I am dying. I mean, I'm not dying. I don't want to die. Pero estoy loca por sentarme en un sillón. No. And just do that. No. Be in the... I don't want to lose weight.
I think once you lose weight, you'll change your mind on that. Well, because I didn't feel that way when I was heavy, but...
Let me tell you something. When I lose weight, let's go to Disney. I'll tell you.
That's a test.
That's going to be one of my challenges.
Yeah, because walking is too much for her. Okay, so guys, getting into that in the sense of that topic actually is going to lead to where we're going to be talking about a couple of things. So things that might be overrated and might not be, depending on the person who they think about it. Mm-hmm. So for example, do you think college degrees are overrated?
¿Ustedes piensan que el grado de la universidad está overrated?
She doesn't know overrated in Spanish.
Mira, no sé. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. And even though it says Gen Z, which she says we are, and stuff like that, regret it. No. The baby boomers don't, and which is the other one that doesn't?
The baby boomers and the millennials. The millennials
don't, but Gen Zs, who we are, do. Now, I think this is different on who it is that is actually talking about, because I have heard, yes, that a lot of people in Gen Z, they regret, they didn't think it's worth it, and so on and so on. She doesn't regret it, and neither do I.
Neither do
I. I think we both didn't finish college.
No.
But we did take courses, and I love school. I used to do reports for the fun of it. and stuff on summer vacations, believe it or not. And I wasn't a good student per se, even though I was, but I wasn't compared to many others. But I love looking at the encyclopedias and just researching and learning about things and stuff like that. So for me, it was okay. It was fun, you know. But you don't.
Bueno, yo, ¿cómo te digo? A mí me gustó la universidad para mi tiempo. La universidad era fantástico. Como él, a mí me gustaba estar metida de hocico en las enciclopedias, en las bibliotecas,
Yeah,
en los libros. Me encantaba leer. Incluso no era muy buena en haciendo reportes o essays.
Were reports and essays. That was my
pero cuando me sentaba a hacerlo, pues salía bien, ¿sabes? Porque me daba buena nota. Incluso yo le hacía los essays a mis hijos. Y sacaban buenas notas. Y entonces yo le decía a ellos, mira, de esto es lo que se trata. Por si acaso la maestra le daban con preguntar, ¿de qué se trataba tú?
She used to do the kids' work.
Yeah, pero yo le saqué ventaja a lo que yo aprendí en la universidad.
Yeah, I used to use MLA, and APA. Did I say that? APA? Now I remember. Formats in high school when it wasn't even required. Just because, again, in the encyclopedia, I learned that when you're doing reports and stuff, you use different formats, and I was adapting those ahead of time. So, we both like to learn at different levels, different ways, different styles, but we don't have that regret. But I do have heard in the past people in our age group or millennials, whatever it's called. No, we're Gen X.
Gen X.
Oh,
Gen Z.
Whatever, X, Z, whatever, W, 55, whatever. I've heard that they felt that way, but I kind of noticed why.
Why?
Because they probably took courses that they just took to get a degree.
Or because they wanted to do what their parents wanted to do.
Yes and no. On that part, yes and no. Because if they did it, it was mostly become a lawyer, an accountant, a teacher.
Because their parents.
Right. But then they did it and they had that career. So that wasn't a loss. But a lot of people did things just because they said, let me take the college courses so I could get a degree and I get a good job. It was that mentality, believe it or not, especially in the 70s.
Yeah.
Okay? Going towards the 80s, because believe it or not, TV influenced a lot of people. Shows like what do you call it? The one with Archie Bunker, All in the Family, I think it is. The Jeffersons even, Chico and the Man. A lot of those shows, believe it or not, influenced people. They didn't want to get stuck in a lot of ruts. So they took college courses, say, I'm going to get a job. Little wasn't, known when they woke up getting after that degree, that their degree wasn't good for whatever job they were applying.
Bendito.
So they got stuck in other jobs that they maybe didn't even use the degree or they didn't even use the degree at all. Yep. They might end up working in a factory or whatever it was.
I know someone that studied a degree and it's not doing the degree. And and probably this person this person has the degree that she took or the skills that she has. This person could be very very productive. Very productive. But
the person does use the skill that they
they still use their skills, but not for the correct
they're not making money out of it.
No, they're not making money out of it. Also, I have people in my family that have studied in the university. I mean, have burned their brains out.
Excuse me, I gotta find something.
They burned their brains out.
You're gonna have to move for a minute.
Excuse me, people. Wait a minute. He's
right there. The cord right there on top.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. Because our tablet over here is gonna run out.
Okay, here. People that have left their brains and they have. Mira, conozco personas. Give me a second, my English people. Conozco personas que han estudiado, se han quemado el cerebro, han trabajado han trabajado en la profesión que escogieron, pero pasó algo en su vida personal, que esa profesión ya no. ¿Dónde va esto?
I got it.
Mira, ya esa
Esa
profesión se fue por el toile para abajo, mi gente. Todo ese dinero, toda esa quemadera de cerebro, todos esos libros comprados, nada. You know, yeah, maybe they say that the degree is overrated because they're not using this profession today. Pero I still today, I'm not working, but I still do that profession.
Actually, her skills are like at 64. Not that she's old, but at 64, you figure that you dwindle in your skills. You should see her typing.
No, I studied to become a bilingual secretary, and a bilingual secretary I am. Not only did bilingual secretarial comes with clerical work, receptionist, and everything, and I did all of it. And I still am doing a little bit of secretarial.
Did you ever sit on the boss's lap?
No.
That's do you know? Joking
That's
aside,
a lie.
that joking aside, that was the thing in a sense. It was late 60s.
And I was a general manager's secretary in Puerto Rico. Yeah, and I never sat on my boss's.
Not that it was a common thing, but it wasn't unheard of.
I guess I was too fat for his lap. Anyway, peace to my people from Puerto Rico.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So going to that, yeah, you know,
my students out there today, my millennials and boomers, try to get a profession that you're gonna take advantage of, make money of.
It's different now.
And most of all, enjoy. Do not do what listen to your parents. Sometimes parents know what's best for you because they've been bringing you up, and they see from your starting of life what you can become.
Yeah.
Like right now, give me a break.
Okay.
Right now, somebody from my family, so I don't have to mention names. I don't want that to feel like. I will always tell them, you know what? You can become a good massager. Because this person has some healing hands.
Oh, I know who that is.
I mean, some healing hands. And she didn't follow.
Oh, it's not me?
No.
Really?
She has some healing hands, honey. This person, she could give you a good massage. And I was telling her, you could go house to house and give massages to these people that need them, like Gen Z.
Wait.
And
I'm gonna try something. Wait to see. I'm gonna wait.
Oh God, yeah. Okay, not now. Oh.
Okay, I did that on purpose.
Good hands.
Wait, I did this on purpose. You know why? That's the way she looks when she gets massages.
Yeah, it feels so good. My friend tells me,
if anybody's not looking and they hear that, they're gonna wonder what's going on.
Is that the way you? I don't know. I don't hear myself. Anyway.
So
yes, mis estudiantes allá afuera, rapidito. Por favor, escojan una profesión que ustedes van a sacarle provecho. Que les guste, because a profession, you have to like it. I love being a secretary. I love being, I'm stuck in, my clerical work. Even in my house today, I have a file cabinet. Everything is well organized. If you need a document, it's there. Sáquenle provecho a lo que ustedes están estudiando. Be very selective.
Yeah, but she's saying to be what do I call it? Whatever you're gonna pick and decide, make sure that's what it is. But Just, I'm not taking away what you said, but it's changed also because now a lot of degrees can be used for other things. Before, the degrees were like basically if you took management, you can use management only but like in business or something like that. Now you take management, you can work in a hospital, you can work in other places and things like that. You understand? So like now it's expanded in many, many ways. You know, once you had nursing, let's say for example, you worked in a hospital and that was it, unless you did pediatric or whatever. Now you could expand. Now you take nursing, you could graduate and then go to geriatric. You could go to gastro. You could go to cardiology because it's more, expanded. So it's different. There's more choices. But anyway.
So it's now we're going to talk about what?
Yeah. What says there?
It says now we're going to talk about human behavior and psychology. It says that we and you use 10% of your brain.
Wait a minute. It's a possibility. I heard rattling.
What is the other 90% do?
90%, well, it's not that you use only 10% of your brain. It's that the other components and parts of your brain are being used as well. So if you use only 10% of your brain, you're talking about the brain being a whole organ is a waste. The rest of it, the rest 90%, doesn't make sense. You have parts of your brain. Your brain has parts. Just like your heart has four chambers. Yeah.
Sides and back.
Yeah. Okay.
Lobular, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. But they have parts of the brain that each does its own job, and together make 100%. So when it says you only use 10% of your brain, they're mostly talking about maybe the capacity of learning a person does. They only learn in their lifetime
10%.
Yeah, about 10%, where they can learn a lot more. And I believe we learn a lot more because I like to always learn. So in the summers, when I had nothing to do or whatever, like spring break, there used to be this place called Sobro in the Bronx that they used to give you a stipend for lunch and give you a pass to going back and forth from home to take the training. And you get a certificate. So I actually got, for the fun of it, because I had nothing else to do, I learned how to fix the copy machines, like the old ones, not the ones now. The old ones were mostly motors and cogs and stuff. Now it's all digital. I wouldn't even know what to do with it. I'm
learning because then I only use my 10% because I didn't get no certificate for nothing else.
Yeah, how to use Word MS, which doesn't exist anymore. DOS, which DOS is still in the system, but it's not recognized as DOS, I think, and other things like typing was another one. I don't type as fast as she does, but I got pretty good. And other things that I just took just for the fun of it. So you figured that it's more than 10% because throughout the years, I kept learning more and learning more, whether it was a school or hands-on, you're learning. So it's really, that's a myth. That's really not right. You're learning a lot more than 10%.
Well, I don't know.
You don't think so? I think
no, because like you say, your 90% of your brain is doing a whole bunch of things and getting certificates and stuff and learning. I'm like stuck in.
No, that's not true.
Well, I learned how to drive.
And that's one of the latest things you've done a couple of years ago. That's a plus, believe it or not. But throughout your experience with music, you learn other things that you didn't know as you went along.
Well, that's true. I learned how to read the I don't know what you call them, notes, but music notes. I know what goes up and down goes down, and four beats, 1, 2, and whatever.
That's a language. So you actually know another language.
Yeah. I guess I'm good at that, my brain, it just doesn't want to think anymore.
What do you call it?
What is the other one we have here? I like this one.
Speaking of music,
it says listening to classical music, particularly Mozart. Wait a minute. Can increase intelligence. The Mozart effect.
Well,
really? Because first of all, I must be stupid because I don't. Dice, ¿verdad? Decir solo a la gente.
Yeah, that's right.
Dice aquí que escuchar música clásica como la de Mozart. ¿Sabe cuál es la de Mozart? La que hace...
I think they got it.
Y que eso aumenta la inteligencia.
But the argument is that, what do you call it? Excuse me. Music can affect mood and focus, believe it or not. I myself, excuse me,
Himself.
many times when I felt, sad when I was younger and stuff like that, I used to go back into music and things. I grew up with music all my life. I had DJ equipment, even though I didn't DJ professionally. I used to DJ for the fun of it. I used to blast all my speakers in my house and stuff, and depending on the mood, whether it was happy or sad and stuff like that, I used to use music, and even in studying.
But we're talking about intelligence.
I'm going to get to that. And even in studying, I used to use music, listening to music while I studied. What happens is, a lot of times, check this out. When I used to take a test, I would forget certain things. But then, I remembered the song I was listening to. And because I was listening to that song, made a connection. I remembered. So I used to be like, let's say, for example, I don't know what song, Hotel California, I'll be listening to that part. I'm like, no, I was reading this. Okay, this and that. And that helped me believe it. And helped me.
Oh, that's
me.
Pues
Yeah.
mi gente, mi boomers and millennials, cuando estén estudiando, se póngase la musiquita.
Not last thing. Just listen to it.
Mientras estén estudiando, para que se recuerden cómo la hacen. Porque yo no me acuerdo oyendo música. Yo creo que yo veía televisión. Yo tenía que ver la televisión para estudiar.
No, for me that would be a distraction.
No. Yo llegaba tarde. Mira, de la
How can you watch TV and study at the same time?
Yo llegaba tarde. Yo me recuerdo llegando tarde a mi casa porque yo vivía una distancia, pero una distancia de que yo podía caminar. Llegaba como, yo diría como 45 minutos de la universidad a mi casa.
She used to walk distance.
Yo salía a las 10 de la noche, era mi última clase. A esa hora yo caminaba de la universidad a mi casa y era oscuro. Yo llegaba a casa, me daba un bañito y ponía la televisión y me ponía a estudiar. Yo nunca me colgué. Yo necesitaba gente hablándome para yo, pero música.
Oh, what you needed was like distraction noise, but
yeah,
you wasn't really watching TV.
Pero música, yo nunca. Mira, hay gente que pone música hasta para limpiar.
Oh yeah.
Uy, a mí no. Yo siento que como que me están aguantando.
Yeah, but she says people. This mostly, I think, Hispanic. I might be wrong.
My daughter.
No. Let's talk about Hispanics and stuff. My mother used to put music when she used to be cleaning the house and stuff like that. It wasn't long. It was just for a couple of hours and stuff.
It's until she finished cleaning the house.
Yeah, and then she used to yell at us, "Get ready, we're gonna go out and shop," which is the part I dislike so much because it used to take away from my Incredible Hulk and other shows and stuff like that I wanted to see on Saturday. But
the Flintstones.
No, the Flintstones were early morning. By that time, the cartoon was finished. But yeah, then it was me with music. I was into music on my own. My parents were not musicians or anything. It was on my own that I got into it. And look to today. If you see the studio, you see speakers and stuff like that.
Jazz.
What?
Jazz. When I hear jazz, I feel like beating up people. I don't know why. It's just something it
really?
sparks in me.
You figured that heavy metal will probably
No. Jazz.
Wow.
I don't like.
Okay, look.
My daughter, when she cleans the house, or she wants to feel like she's rich. That's what she says. She's rich. Mm-hmm. She wants jazz.
Really?
And I feel like
I didn't know that.
I look at her like, should I jump on her?
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, should I jump on her and beat the shit out of her or something? Because
Anyway, there goes a beep. So anyway, what do you call it? Like jazz, I'm not a jazz person either, but I can appreciate Chuck Mangione, Kenny G, and maybe one or two other ones. But yeah, I'm not really into. Nah, in fact, I'm not into jazz in a sense. No. I don't like heavy metal music.
I can hear that.
The flute.
No, it's
the saxophone.
It's some. Like, I was gonna say horny thing. It's a horn sound.
Okay.
Triggers something in my brain.
So,
Mira.
Well, yeah. So anyway, yeah. That,
and it's, I think it's mental.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not that it's mental in a sense. It's just that music doesn't, like, you see people singing to babies and stuff. Music, there's a connection, and people say, "Oh, you're getting religious now." No, even in the Bible, it mentions how music affects, good and bad. It's a lot of TikTok and other stuff that's mentioning about how music is influencing people the wrong way, because the devil was musical, and he uses music the wrong way also by putting a lot of messages out on people. And I listen to a lot of music, rock, soft rock and ballads or whatever. I don't only listen to Christian music. I listen to a little bit of everything except heavy metal. I'm not into that, or other things. But when it comes out to that, it's just the influence that it has on a person. That's what it comes out to, So is it going to like they say, make you increase intelligence? It can, and it maybe cannot, depending on the person. With me, it helped me with my exams, and with other people, maybe
you're an intelligent man today.
I think so. I think so. Why? Because I lost my thing. The thing.
You lost your thing.
Anyway,
I lost my thing, and I'm not intelligent. Listen, yeah. Okay. Let's get out of this historical whatever. Did you know that Christopher Columbus had wooden teeth?
No, it's not Christopher Columbus.
Oh, George Washington.
George
Washington had wooden teeth.
No, he did not.
But imagine.
He didn't have wooden teeth.
Wooden teeth?
He had teeth that
Why they said that?
I don't know where he really came from. He had teeth made out of gold, lead, but not wood. Ivory, in fact. Gold and lead, but not wood. He did have a severe dental problem.
Don't we all?
Not all of us, but actually you did. You spoke about it in one of the episodes. That right, the reason you have dentures.
Yeah, my dental problem was that my bones were too weak
to put implants.
So that's why I have the dentures. And sometimes I feel like spitting it up because I think it's something that I have in my mouth. I'm still getting used to these things.
But basically, what it came down to, people thought it was made out of wood because he drank wine, and then the reddish brownish stain. Because remember, wood might be hard and stuff, but it's also
soakable. It soaks.
Exactly. So
se chupa.
But it also happens with our teeth. Also, like I don't drink soda and stuff, but I drink coffee. But coffee, tea, even dark teas and sodas stain your teeth.
So that's how come when I drink and you something touched me. It was your foot. Mira, his foot is getting kinky down there. That's how come. When I eat, I take out my dentures. I'm sorry, people. If you see me looking old.
She does.
Because it's not that I want to ruin my dentures.
I fight with her all the time.
But it's that I cannot eat with them.
She does eat with them.
Sometimes. Like if I want to eat tacos. But I'm learning, But coffee, yeah, I take them off because I don't want them to get, Imagine me drinking wine and my teeth are red.
Okay. That's something called a toothbrush. Anyway. So Paul Christopher Columbus did not have wooden teeth, but he did do something.
What he do? Bite. What he do?
He discovered America.
Ah!
Did he now?
Did he discover it? He's discovered America with his dentures.
Did he discover America? I'm gonna ask you this: when he came over, he found already indigenous Indians. So how can he discover something that was already found or was not even lost in the first place? So there were already inhabitants here. So did he discover it? Nah.
So he's the alien.
No, he's not an alien.
He went into their.
He's an illegal immigrant.
He's an illegal immigrant because he stepped in their territory.
Yep. And they were so nice that they didn't try to deport him. And everything that he did. So I'm sorry, you Italians that might be upset because I'm talking about Christopher Columbus, but let's be real, okay? Christopher Columbus did a lot of bad things.
Really? Oh yeah, look over there.
Yeah, him and his crew, they raped, they gave diseases, they stole, they killed, and stuff like that. So
and he has mentioned
he has a holiday.
And he has a holiday.
Yeah. Now, is his discovery a plus? Yes and no, but it was, I think done for the wrong reasons under his pressure of trying to be famous. I'll just put it that way, with royalty and stuff like that. So, but evidence shows that the indigenous people, like I said, were already inhabited here thousands of years before Columbus. And this is as per Google. Additionally, even before Columbus, guess who came here?
Who?
Vikings. And that's a fact. Vikings even reached North America years prior. And guess who else was over here? Africans.
Mira para allá.
Even the Polynesians.
So, mi amores. So, what we're doing to our immigrants.
I'm not getting into that one, but...
Neither am I.
Okay. But anyway, Columbus...
I just leave it there to you as a question mark.
Columbus himself, before he came here, even landed in the Bahamas. He thought it was Asia. So the guy was pretty lost.
The Bahamas, where there's trees, palms, and everything. And he thought, does Asia have...
He doesn't know. Remember, he didn't have an
and then we're studying him.
They didn't get there, so they didn't know what Asia looked like. So he's probably wondering, this has to be Asia. He should have checked his GPS. Anyway, so, and we're speaking of Vikings, what we know about Vikings?
Oh, you're my Viking man. You were horned helmets. Woo, woo. I'm going to show you a picture. Him with big horns.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't a helmet. That was me putting horns on. But anyway.
And a lot of horns for us Latins, Puerto Ricans. Now.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
That means that you're doing the improper thing as a husband. You're with other women's. Te están poniendo cuerno, or your wife. Te están poniendo cuerno es que either your partner is doing the adulteration.
Yeah, I never understood it, but then again, we spoke about other episodes where I don't understand a lot of the Spanish
You never
stuff
know.
Anyway, anyway, so what is it that they wore helmets?
Yeah, well, commonly depicted in the popular culture.
Yeah, this says that this depicted in culture that they wore helmets with horns on them. There's no historical or archaeological evidence
that they wore them.
That they wore.
But why in the pictures they show them like walking around with horns?
There's a lot of stuff that
they imagine.
No, they add on and stuff like that. So like Cleopatra was played by Elizabeth Taylor. Cleopatra wasn't white; she was black. So the Viking warriors likely wore leather headgear.
How did you know that Cleopatra was black?
Encyclopedia. When I was young, you remember?
¿Viste? Y a nosotros nos enseñan cosas. ¿Qué le pasa a la escuela?
That's all stuff on my own.
¿Sabe que no quieren que las personas de colores sean personas?
Well, it's common sense also because I'm looking at, okay, she's in Egypt, I'm looking at the maps and stuff. Egypt is where Africa and everything else is at. There's no way that she's Caucasian. So at that time, I kept looking and researching, and she wasn't. So, but yeah. So getting back to the Vikings and finishing up real quick. Okay, we only had a couple of minutes left. They likely wore leather headgear and weren't bareheaded into battle. In other words, not even a helmet. Just like, without hat or nothing, they used to go like that into battle. Vikings were really like savage. They didn't care. So, but anyway.
Do we have them here today? I think so.
Yeah, we do.
There's a lot of Vikings out there.
No, yeah, we do, and they play in the Super Bowl. I think once in a while. I don't know if they got into the Super Bowl, but yeah, the only Vikings I know is in the football. I don't like sports, but I know there's a team called the Vikings.
But you said that they kill. They always
before. Yeah. Oh well, different type of Vikings. Present day Vikings, maybe, because we do have pirates. We haven't heard about them for a long time, but we have pirates trying to take ships and stuff like that, like the one that they. With the movie Captain Phillips. Anyway, so one last thing before we end. Is recycling a distraction? I like recycling. My daughter actually got me into recycling. So Kayla was the one, because I'm not going to lie, I used to put garbage where garbage in general. But now she gets upset because I'm like, no, we have to save the earth. So
let me tell you something. If saving the earth is very important, then every complex where there is garbage, they should have bins where you put the recycled products at. They don't, so they don't care.
Where you live at in her area, because she, her address is at is in Orlando City, even though it's Florida, Orlando, but she's in the city. I'm in the Orange County section where they do recycling. So, we had that. We had the separate bins, one for regular garbage and one for recycling, which is glass, cardboard, paper, metal, stuff like that. Okay. But less than, according to Earth Day, less than 10% of all plastic ever produced has been recycled. Now, I don't know when this came out. It doesn't have a date, but I think more and more plastic has been used, because I see a lot of more packaging that says recycled plastic, and before I wasn't seeing that.
And now, and I heard in news lately that plastic, things that are being, food that is being put in plastic is harmful to us.
Yeah. A lot of the
even
plastic, the containers.
Even the ones that, the plastic bag, the chickens that are hot.
That's styrofoam, yeah.
And it's put under the light.
Yep.
It's, we're consuming
those chemicals that the plastic is made out of seeping into the food.
Yep.
So yeah, it's not good. But you know what? Are cans safe to be recycled? And when you have the food, like let's say vegetables and stuff, do you find that safe?
To recycle them?
You recycle them and reuse them to put food in it?
I don't know.
From what I heard, it's not. Because the lining inside the can, so it doesn't rot, because it doesn't rust because of the liquid that's inside with the vegetable, or whatever it is. It has to be treated, and those chemicals are not good for us. So,
and we're still surviving.
Yeah, but anyway, why I'm mentioning this? Sorry, why I mention this is not because to stop recycling, keep recycling, because eventually, hopefully, it'll start getting more and more into use, and a lot of stuff is recycled. It is
even the paper toilet. You know that?
I didn't know. Is this true?
It says recycled. And
oh yeah, that's right.
It says recycled. And
well, I don't think it's the same recycled paper, because it goes in the toilet. I think that's recycled paper from other things.
Yeah, other things, but that they turn into toilet paper.
Yeah.
And you know that it's harmful to you, because some people are has skin irritations, and when they clean themselves,
I use wipes.
Baby,
I don't use toilet paper.
I know when I'm using recycled paper. My butt knows. It's saying like, beep, you're using recycled paper on my butt.
She beeped herself.
Because I was going to say something nasty.
Yeah. So anyway, I use wipes.
So look at your, when you go buy shopping for toilet paper, and it says recycled, what is it coming from? Newspaper. Maybe your butt is learning how to read.
I think it's a mixture of all types of papers and stuff like that, because imagine in the ocean people scooping up used toilet paper. Okay, this one's good, doesn't have that much stains. So
I heard somebody that was in the news that he was taking lint from the lint and making sandals out of it.
Oh yeah, I saw something like that. Yeah. But you know what's weird? You mentioned that some body in TV used his hair to make a hat.
Oh, toenails! It was the toenails.
No.
Remember, he said he was taking No, something that had toenails.
Okay, that one I didn't hear.
And he was doing sandals with them.
Okay, I heard about the what you say too. What you call it? But yeah, another guy used his hair. He's been saving his hair, and he had it woven into a hat to wear, like in one of these awards or something like that.
Okay, people.
Really?
Don't overdo it with the recycling thing. I mean,
do what we need to save the earth. We do have to save the earth and our oceans. We have to save our oceans. Is important because we have to rely on what we have. Yeah. So guys, thank you for hanging out with us.
Yes. I hope it was educational what we said.
Yeah. Anyway,
for our boomers out there and millennials.
Yeah, this is something I wanted to kind of bring up because it might sound like stupid and stuff like that, but believe it or not, some of these things does affect us, like education and things like that. Because there's a lot of young people now. I've been finding a lot of young people don't want to go to college. Believe it or not, a lot of young kids, or
maybe they want to go to college but stay in their house.
That's the thing, and it's what I hate. People are gonna really be angry with me. What I'm gonna say, but tough. You know why? Because I'm telling you the truth, and you're in denial. You're babying your kids too much. You're buying them a car. You're buying them this. You're making their bedrooms so nice that they don't want to leave. Why should they go to college? Why should they try to work for something or make a career? You give them everything. I'm not saying treat them bad, but if you give them everything, hey, you want a car? Okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to buy one, but I'll give you maybe $1,000 to help for your deposit, but you got to match that. You got to match it, and you yourself got to get your own car insurance. Oh, but it's too expensive for my kid. It's too bad.
You want a car?
Let them do it, because if they don't learn, guess what? They're always going to rely on you. And you know what's the best part? That you might say, best part? Yep, it's the best part. Because when you die, you figured, oh, but I'm going to leave my kid money and stuff like that. It's never enough, because this is what's going to happen. One, they're going to go through that money like if it was water through their hands. That's two, they're not going to be able to survive. You love your kid. When you see somebody asking for money in the street, make sure that's not your kid in the future. Yeah. Make them work and learn for it. Let them go to school, people. Yeah. I'm telling you. Yeah. So anyway, I'm ending it with that.
We went to school.
No, but it's not even that. We had a different thinking. Now so many kids are overly spoiled. It's crazy. Anyway, so thank you. Like we said earlier, if you can subscribe, follow, share, comment, we would deeply appreciate it.
And don't listen to Mozart.
Yeah, listen to Mozart. Mozart is good. I like classical music. So, are you okay?
I'm listening to my own music in my head.
You know what? I believe it. Anyway, guys, thank you. Be safe. God bless. And keep sharing our information. There she goes. Watch, she's not going to put it in the middle of the screen because there you go. Finally, I didn't have to help her.
See you guys.
Take care. God bless.
Bye.